Hey, folks, Happy New Year to everyone in the BFWWP community. New year, new opportunity to see the AEF battlefields of France. That's right, Rob and I are launching the 2024 Lost Battalion Tours Meuse-Argonne Tour. Rob, tell these good people what's in store for them this coming summer.
Oh, we got a great trip coming up this summer, July 3rd to the 9th. We'll give you the time frame when to arrive. We're flying into Brussels this year because the Summer Olympics are going to be in Paris. And, Charles de Gaulle Airport is difficult to begin with, but with all that going on, it'll be a lot easier to fly into Brussels. It's about the same distance to the Argonne anyway. So we'll give you a time frame and a day to be there where we pick you up. We don't book the flights for you. As with all our tours, too many people can get fantastic deals that we can't touch if you've got airline points or free vouchers or whatever. So we let you book it. And then once we pick you up, the rest is on us. We shepherd you around, provide lodging and meals, and take you to the places that will leave you fully satisfied with your mouth hanging open. A lot of locations we'll visit are familiar to most of the people who listen to the podcast. We're going to go to Vauquois Hill in the 35th Division area of Vauquois. You get to see the inside of the hill as well, which is a big thrill. The Montfaucon Memorial, Hill 285 in the Tondu in the Argonne. The Crown Prince's Bunker Complex. You get to root around in there for a while. The German War Cemetery near Apremont. We get to see Exermont and scene of the famous running doughboy. There's a Medal of Honor Day where we visit the sites of Barkley, Woodfill, York. We'll see where Frank Luke came down. You get a complete tour of the Lost Battalion site, including both entrapment sites and much more there. Meuse-Argonne Cemetery, we will visit on July 4th, and you will participate in the Retreat of the Colors and help fold the flags at the cemetery on July 4th. If we have time, we're going to run out to the site where Sergeant Henry Gunther died, the last U.S. casualty of the war, killed in action just prior to 11 a.m. Every one of our trips features an Indiana Jones moment where we explore a new site for all of us, something that has never been looked at before. We kind of keep that one under wraps until we're ready to go, and then we'll let you know exactly what it's going to be, but rest assured it'll be something exciting that nobody's ever done before. We have a day where we explore some of the battlefield or the town of Verdun, including the world's coolest antique store. And there's much, much more that comes along, including a couple of museums. You get to meet new friends and generally enjoy the French countryside. We do take special requests. So if there's something important that you really would like to see and we can fit it in, we definitely will. We like to do that. Specialize in something that's near and dear to you for whatever reason, and you can stand on that spot. You'll stay in a comfortable hotel in the Argonne. And now, take note that the rooms are for multiple guests. Okay, we book pretty much the entire hotel for the tour. You'll be assigned sleeping arrangements based on how many are in your party. If in multiples, against first come, first serve couples. We try to be as fair as possible to accommodate requests, special requests and needs if possible. If it's not possible to provide each person their own room, I'm sorry about that. If there's any other special requests that you have, we do our best to try to meet those. We can't always do it, but we'll do everything that we possibly can.
Yep.
You have a traditional French continental breakfast every morning at the hotel where we have a morning briefing about what you're going to see and where we're going to go. Lunch in the field or at a local cafe, I guarantee you both are wonderful and tasty. And then dinner at any number of great places in and around the Argonne. And yes, just in case you get a little lonely and you need some American comfort food, we know where that is too, including McDonald's. Because as we all know, the French gave us cheese and wine and art and music, and we gave them the Big Mac. At the end, we'll bring you back to Brussels on the 9th, July 9th, and you fly out satisfied with your trip. You get all of this for just $2,500, not including the flight, per single guest, or $2,250 per guest in parties of two or more. Again, this does not include airfare, which you got to provide for yourself. But for $2,500, you're going to get a real healthy dose of the Meuse-Argonne. All we require from you to reserve a spot on our trip is a non-refundable $300 deposit. After that, we can work payments with you. And yes, we do offer an easy payment plan.
Mm-hmm.
We try to specialize in making this affordable for everybody so that you can see these places and you can go on the trip of your dreams. It shouldn't be just for those who have a lot of money. Also, if you want to do it, be a day tripper, if you're already going to be in France and you only want to do certain days with us, that's not a problem. We got special pricing and can accommodate those day trippers as well. As a matter of fact, we have a few already signed up to join us this year, and that just increases the fun and the camaraderie. Mike?
Yeah. So, folks, this won't be a bus tour. If you've seen pictures on Instagram or Facebook of Lost Battalion tours, you don't see a bus anywhere in there because we don't do that. On the other hand, you won't be sleeping in a trench and you won't be eating corned beef for a week. But I know you can if you want to. We can arrange that too. But you will be walking the actual battlefields of the American Meuse-Argonne offensive of 1918. Again, just to recap, Rob already talked about this, but in the mornings, we eat breakfast. We get the morning brief for the day's events. It'll be summer with plenty of daylight. So we'll be out all day and we eat lunch in the field. We come back in the evening, typically enjoy a few refreshments at the hotel for a little bit, and then have dinner in a variety of local restaurants in the Meuse region. The food is hearty French cooking. It's good stuff, folks. While all of this is happening, you, our guest, are surrounded with like-minded history enthusiasts who are here for the very same reason you are, to walk in the footsteps of the doughboys, the poilus, and even the German Funkkämpfer. Conversations begin, information is shared, and honestly, there is no shortage of laughs as we break bread or walk the roads and fields together. I don't mean to sound cheesy, but there is this magic that happens out there, and I'm pretty sure Rob will back me up on this. It's a really unique experience. Like, it's a week of making lasting friendships, really amazing. But let one of our past guests tell you in their own words. So, quote, "For over a decade, the honor to be in the presence of Robert Laplander while walking the path of the Lost Battalion is an experience I had only imagined possible. With Rob's forming of Lost Battalion tours along with Mike Cunha and his son John Laplander, this priceless opportunity became possible in July 2023. These men have earned their reputations through authorship and podcasting. Their credibility solidly rests upon noteworthy research and a gift for vividly portraying events as emotionally illustrated through extraordinary personal vignettes. Robert Laplander is the respected author of Finding the Lost Battalion, Beyond the Rumors, Myths, and Legends of America's Famous World War I Epic. No work compares in detail and research. In my opinion, it stands as a hallmark of all Great War unit histories to which any author can strive for, and few, if any, have yet obtained. To stand beside Rob while walking in the proverbial footsteps of Major Whittlesey and his men was a spiritual experience, as his gifted oration carried the narrative of these somber yet heralded events. His enviable passion to relate the factual events endured by the Lost Battalion is enriched by his intimate knowledge of the participants that he further templates onto the topography which hosted the action. The reverence Rob embraces this epic with serves honorably the memory of its combatants." Man, Rob.
Boy, he sounds like quite a guy, doesn't he?
He does. He is. He's quite a guy. It's you.
Yeah, the other guy on his tour is Mike Cunha, and he's the able partner with Rob. His passion for the Great War and inexhaustible thirst for knowledge is well presented in his Battles of the First World War podcast. His overwhelming desire for exchanging knowledge of the Great War is infectious and leads to hours of thoughtful conversation. Upon being given a topic, event, or unit, expect it to be met with fastidious research that he will translate into conversational language keeping your attention for hours. A respected tutor, it is someone I would recommend with full confidence for listening to. And I concur with everything that writer just said. Mike is a phenomenal partner to spend time on the battlefield with, and you will not be disappointed in the stories that he tells and the emotion that he brings to the battlefield. John Laplander, and my son, is the other field team member that persevered through the tour's exploits. Learning from the best brought a lot to the week with his enthusiasm, mature professionalism, and a unique perspective to the discussions. Military history can not just be for the aging old men, and John provides generations yet to come will hold in awe the sacrifices of the doughboys. I'll also make note his intuitive ability to read terrain and apply it to a military scenario that in turn finds reward through the accumulation of relics. If he walks into the woods, I recommend everyone follow him. He does have rust eyes. So overall, I cannot call the week spent with these gentlemen a tour. This is a unique experience that is more akin to a summer vacation spent with uncles and cousins. I liken it to a family reunion of sorts in the exchange of stories, interests, good food, and better company. The schedule was malleable and easily adjusted to each person's interest. A tailorable agenda is unique to the group, and its strength is reinforced by the personalities of its hosts. A coveted personal experience I recommend with only praise and remain privileged to have participated in. That's a lot of flowery phrase for two guys who just love to share what they've learned over the years, and we appreciate every single word.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that awesome review. So, folks, thought a trip to France to see your dreamed of American World War I battlefield sites was out of reach? Not so. We specialize in making your dream come true, led by two experts in World War I battlefields. So, however, space is limited. Half of the open slots have been booked already. And again, a non-refundable $300 deposit will secure your spot. And again, we do payment plans. So don't delay, folks. Book your spot today. Don't bother looking for a website. We don't have one. Contact us at Lost Battalion Tours on Facebook or email us at lostbattaliontours@gmail.com. Robert J. Laplander and I are anxious to meet you and get your dream trip underway. We are along the road parallel 276.4, and we're waiting for you.